Hollywood has no shortage of glamorous couples, but every once in a while, two people step onto a red carpet and the entire room just stops. That's exactly what happened at the 2026 Tony Awards, and fans who caught the moment couldn't stop talking about it. Ripa and Mark Consuelos showed up, and they showed out. Stay with us, because what unfolded that night was more than just a glam appearance. It was a reminder of why this couple has held America's heart for nearly 3 decades. Welcome back to the channel. If you love celebrity news, Hollywood moments, and the kind of feel-good pop culture updates that actually make you smile, you're in exactly the right place. Today, we're talking about one of entertainment's most enduring love stories, Ripa, Mark Consuelos, two names that for millions of fans across the country are practically synonymous with warmth, wit, and genuine, unfiltered chemistry. They've been together for decades. They've built a family. They've built a media empire. And yet, they still look at each other like it's the very first time. The 2026 Tony Awards gave the world a front row seat to that magic. And people are still replaying the clips. But to really understand why this moment meant so much, we need to go back. Back to where it all began, and trace the remarkable journey that brought this couple to center stage. For those who may be newer fans, here's a quick but important piece of context. Ripa first became a household name on the daytime soap opera All My Children, where she played Haley Vaughn, a role she owned with effortless charisma starting back in 1990. Audiences loved her immediately. She had that rare quality, a warmth that came through the screen and made you feel like you were watching someone real, not just a character. Then, in 1995, a young actor named Mark Consuelos joined the cast. He played Mateo Santos, a passionate, charming love interest. And what was supposed to be on-screen chemistry quickly became something far more genuine off-screen. They fell in love on that set, and they didn't waste any time. The two eloped in 1996, surprising nearly everyone in their lives, including their families. It was spontaneous, romantic, and entirely them. Fast forward nearly 30 years, and Kelly and Mark are not just still together, they are thriving. Kelly, of course, became one of daytime television's biggest stars. After years co-hosting Live with Regis and Kelly, and later Live with Kelly and Ryan, she entered a new chapter when Mark Consuelos officially joined her as permanent co-host of Live with Kelly and Mark in 2023. The show immediately saw a wave of renewed energy, new viewers, and a fresh cultural buzz that reminded people why daytime TV still matters. Because when your chemistry is real, it shows, and their chemistry has always been real. Now, back to the night that has everyone talking. The 2026 Tony Awards, Broadway's biggest night. One of the most prestigious events in the entire entertainment calendar, bringing together the very best of theater, music, performance, and style under one spectacular roof. Kelly and Mark arrived as a couple in every sense of the word, coordinated, camera-ready, and completely in sync. Kelly stepped out in an elegantly tailored gown that struck that perfect balance between timeless and modern. Sleek, sophisticated, with just enough sparkle to remind everyone watching, she knows exactly what she's doing. Her styling was sharp, deliberate, and absolutely red carpet worthy. Mark, for his part, complimented her look with the kind of effortless, polished presence that he has essentially made his signature. The kind of style that says, I dressed up for tonight, and I'm completely comfortable in my own skin at the same time. But it wasn't the fashion that sent the internet into a spiral. It was the moments between the fashion. Photographs and footage from the red carpet captured what fans immediately began calling the look. A quiet, unscripted moment where Mark leaned slightly toward Kelly, hand resting at the small of her back, and she turned toward him with a smile that wasn't for the cameras. It was for him. It was the kind of moment that can't be staged, can't be manufactured, can't be coached. It's the kind of thing you only see between two people who genuinely, completely adore each other. And fans, they noticed immediately. Within hours of photos and clips hitting social media, the response was extraordinary. Fan accounts dedicated to Live with Kelly and Mark began reposting the red carpet images with captions like, "This is what real love looks like, and nobody is doing it like them." Entertainment news outlets picked up the story. The phrase relationship goals was trending in conversations connected to their names across multiple platforms. Comments flooded in from fans of all ages. Longtime viewers of Live with Kelly and Mark, who have watched the couple interact on morning television for years, said moments like this one were a reminder of why they tune in every day. Newer fans who discovered the couple through viral clips and pop culture coverage said the Tony Awards appearance was what made them go back and binge full episodes of the show. That's the thing about Kelly and Mark. Their appeal isn't generational. It transcends age groups, backgrounds, and demographics. Parents love them. Young couples see them as aspirational. Longtime fans feel a genuine personal connection built over years of watching them share their lives on live television. The Tony Awards red carpet was a single evening, but the reaction it generated felt like something much bigger. A collective exhale from audiences who, in a complicated and often chaotic world, just needed to see two people who are genuinely happy together. And that's not something that can be manufactured. Here's what makes Kelly and Mark's story resonate on a deeper level than most celebrity news. They have never tried to project a perfect image. Quite the opposite. On Live with Kelly and Mark, the couple has always embraced the reality of what long-term partnership actually looks like. The humor, the disagreements, the inside jokes, the eye rolls that come with decades of genuinely knowing someone. They've talked openly about the work that goes into any lasting relationship. They've laughed about the mundane. They've celebrated the extraordinary. Kelly has spoken in interviews about how the transition to co-hosting with Mark gave her show a personal energy she hadn't felt in years. And Mark, coming from a career that included years of primetime television and producing work behind the scenes, stepped into the morning TV world with the same quiet confidence he brings everywhere he goes. What audiences respond to is simple. These two are not performing for the cameras. They happen to be in front of cameras. There's a difference, and viewers can feel it. So when the Tony Awards red carpet gave America another unscripted glimpse into their world, a gentle touch, a shared glance, an unguarded smile, it landed with emotional weight because it felt earned. This isn't a couple playing a role. This is a couple living their story. And 30 years in, it's still a good one. It's worth stepping back for a moment and acknowledging just how significant Kelly and Mark's presence in pop culture actually is. Live with Kelly and Mark consistently ranks as one of daytime television's most watched programs. In an era when traditional TV viewership is shifting and streaming dominates conversation, their morning show continues to draw audiences who want something genuine, spontaneous, and entertaining to start their day. The show's format, live, unscripted, rooted in real conversation, is a direct reflection of who Kelly and Mark are as people. And their public appearances, like the Tony Awards, serve as natural extensions of that brand. Every time they step out together, it reinforces something audiences already believe, that what they see on television is real. That authenticity has become increasingly rare in celebrity culture. And perhaps that's why moments like the Tony Awards red carpet generate such a strong response. People are hungry for something that feels true. Kelly and Mark give them that. They are, in many ways, one of Hollywood's last great love stories told in real time. Not through curated posts or managed narratives, but through decades of just showing up. For each other, for their children, for their audience, for nights like the Tony Awards, where the cameras are rolling and the whole world is watching, and somehow they still manage to make it feel like a private moment. The 2026 Tony Awards will be remembered for its brilliant performances, its celebrated honorees, and the unforgettable theatrical moments that make Broadway's biggest night so special every year. But for a massive segment of fans, it will also be remembered for a quiet photograph. A small, unplanned moment between a husband and a wife on a red carpet, dressed beautifully, living their best life, and looking, after all this time, completely in love. In celebrity news, big moments come and go quickly. A red carpet appearance, a viral clip, a trending conversation. These things have a short shelf life in the fast-moving world of entertainment updates and pop culture news. But some moments stick. This one stuck because Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos didn't just attend the Tony Awards. They reminded everyone watching what it looks like when a great love story doesn't fade. It just keeps getting better. 30 years in, and they are still each other's date night, still each other's red carpet moment, still each other's person. And honestly, in a world that sometimes forgets to celebrate the quiet, lasting, beautiful things, that's worth every headline it gets. So here's what we want to know from you. What is it about Kelly and Mark that keeps you coming back? Whether it's Live with Kelly and Mark, their red carpet appearances, or just their story as a couple. Drop your answer in the comments below. We read every single one. And if you enjoyed this celebrity update, subscribe for more entertainment news and Hollywood stories, because we post fresh pop culture content every week, and you don't want to miss what's coming next.